What's up, guys? It's your boy the Badwolf. Going to talk a little bit here about diplomatic immunity. I mean, there's so much you can really go into it, but if you watch other videos, then you've done the passport right, you would have a type of immunity from that because you're also guaranteed that under the Foreign Immunities Act. Okay, which I go into that a little bit in other videos. That's also what's in part of what's in the some of the paperwork I provide, which, as you know, has been very successful in dealing with 99.99% of these cases. But anyway, so I'm not going to go into every single aspect of it here, but what you want to do at some point in time is type in international, treaty, and diplomatic, okay? And you're going to come up with sections such as like the VCCR, which is the Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations, because remember, if they're foreign, considered foreign to us, we're considered foreign to them. And so under America, we also fall underneath those treaties. As independent and individual micronations, we fall underneath these treaties. So you need to know what to look for and how to use this information. Once again, you can do your own homework, or like I said, it's already included in the majority of my paperwork because, like I said, I've used this, I continue to use it. So what is diplomatic immunity in international law? Diplomatic immunity is a principle of international law by which certain foreign government officials are not subject to the jurisdiction of local courts and other authorities for both their official and, to an extent, personal activities. Now, I just deleted the other page I was going to keep up. So the ICJ, International Justice Relations, they kind of oversee the VCCR, work with them. They were just talking about, now back in 2014, because that's this particular article, the United States was in violation of not allowing a person to contact their embassy or consulate, okay, and then they held them, and I believe they tried to prosecute them or whatever. I didn't finish the whole article, but the whole premise was there, and even though this guy did a very heinous act, basically an officer was KIA, he still had the right to do that underneath that. So essentially, the VCCR and IJR are, from where I left off, basically trying to find them and hold them accountable for that because you're breaking international treaty. So we back up here now. Foreign government, okay, officials in active duty and in private. So, are you in fact foreign? Okay. Are you a government official? Oh, well, I don't work for the government. Do you run your own government, your own nation? Then you're a government official. So in this, you may not be subjected to local courts and other things. You're supposed to be protected. Okay. Doesn't mean everybody will qualify for this just because you're watching my video. You have to know who you are, know your status, have things in place, and be able to check out information like this to be able to use it when and should the time arise. Okay? Let's see, how much time do we have? Oh, we're still good. Okay. So, who is a diplomat under international law? Okay, introduction. Diplomats are persons, okay, so depending on your definition of persons, but anyway, who reside in foreign countries as well as representatives of the country by whom are dispatched. They act as a link between the country who dispatched them, or the nation, or the state, and by whom they are accredited, okay, so recognized by. So in this particular, okay, remember we're non-combatants, non-belligerents, treaty, neutral, all that good stuff here. Educational information only, as all my videos are, as all these channels are. Okay, so it says here that who is eligible for diplomatic immunity? Top diplomat officers have full immunity, so you have to break that down and see if that's you. If it's not, you probably fall under other levels of it, okay? as do their deputies and families. That means ambassadors. Are you an ambassador to your nation? Can commit just about any crime from jaywalking to murder and still be immune from prosecution. Now, once again, this is information only, educational. So, depending on how you have your nation set up, some can qualify for this. This does not mean you can get away with everything. It does not mean you are fully protected just because you want to say you've got a nation. You may not be recognized. They may not recognize you. This is just diplomatic information. Okay, guys? That does not mean by any means you can go out there and do crazy stuff. Now, the minor stuff out there, especially the traffic stuff, that's easy peasy. We've been already dealing with that. Major stuff, like I said, you will probably have to get truly recognized, okay? Because these are still serious offenses. Keep in mind that if you've already done something, you can't then just suddenly say, well, now I'm diplomatic and all my stuff can go away because I just did that. Now, I'm not saying that that hasn't worked. I have to play things on a preventative maintenance situation for you guys because, the moment information got out about the right to travel, all of a sudden people want to be out here hot boying around and testing these police. Now, even though you do fall for either this level of immunity or the next level of immunity or the lowest basic levels of certain immunities, you have to understand that some of these agencies and Leos don't know this stuff, and they will challenge you in general. So you best believe if you don't have your paperwork right, they're going to challenge you in all this stuff, okay? A lot of them some of them are good cops, some of them aren't, and they're just trying to do their job. Some of them are DICKs, and some of them are cool, okay? It's the same thing with judges, same thing with lawyers, same thing with people watching this video, same thing with whoever. I mean, hell, even me by the day, I can be good, bad, ugly, or whatever else, okay? So don't go out there testing people. You want to utilize this if you're in your proper standing, and make sure you are before, well, first of all, don't do anything criminal, period. Okay, then you won't have these problems. My channel is always about respect, compliance, treaties, being neutral, and helping people out on a preventative maintenance. I do not jump into cases and figure things out for you, because otherwise I have to charge you like a lawyer, because if I'm going to get you off and go through all your stuff, then you have to cough up that $2,500 to $5,500. It's just the way it is. So don't ask. If you have a situation and you've done the things I've told you how to do them properly in the videos, you can get the paperwork and do what is expected of you. But remember, it's educational information that you are utilizing in your purchasing. And for the love of God, okay, I'm just going to say this right now. This just irked me because it's happened recently. If you buy a file, give me a little bit of time to get it to you. And then when I do get it to you, don't mysteriously say the next day that, oh, I don't need it, can I have a refund? The website says we don't do refunds. We do exchanges. And if people want to try to snake me out of paying for it or whatever else, it's just not going to happen that way. All right. I've already crushed one or two other people who tried to get refunds on some BS. Oh, I didn't even use it, or this, that, and the other. I document everything. So when your email comes through, when you send me your phone numbers and all that stuff, I use that for people who try to scam me. Okay, so just don't. Okay, really, people. Obviously, most of you guys are good. I'm just talking about the ones out there who they know who they are. So if you want to learn more about diplomatic immunity, once again, just type in diplomatic immunity, who qualifies for it. You can see here it'll talk about FBI agents, lawyers, family members of people who have immunity. And like I said, not all of this is going to apply to everybody, but also the next thing is look up the Vienna Convention, Organization of the American States, all one word, they are all together. International treaties and agreements can also be found on statetravel.gov. So that's pretty much it, guys. You guys were asking about, can they do this, can they do that? Well, I'm telling you, some things you can do, or some things they can do, and some things they can't, but you have to know your rights and your freedoms, okay? Take a look at the Constitution, okay? Look at all the amendments, look at the Bill of Rights, okay? get those articles, read them online, get the books, whatever you can, and that's how because you're gonna, I don't care what you're a part of, you need to know how to take care of yourself. Okay, you should have these. None of you guys should be acting like pretty princesses and having everybody do other things for you. Okay, be smart. Even if somebody is doing this for you, know your own stuff. Okay, find where you fit and maximize it. That being said, I will talk to you guys later. Don't forget to hit that bell, like, subscribe on the way out. Join the other channel, the Badwolf Media channel. Check out blackstipe32.com for all the goodies on there. I'll talk to you guys later.